Okay, so my plan is for this center object to coordinate the other objects around. So it will be reasonably complex. Let me just quickly add so I'm gonna make them look like this for now, or similar to that. I don't want this to be that one. Gotta make a copy of this. Can't. Variant. Okay. So this is gonna be the enemy prefab. And it doesn't have to play a script. It will have a very basic script. So this enemy puppet, what does it have? It will have a set position. Maybe set angle is nicer. So this is going to be its angle. It's going to be able to generate bullets. So fire bullet. And this is pretty much what's in the test sphere. It's gonna generate a bullet, and it's gonna set a position and direction. I guess this already sets the position, so I don't need to do that. Don't think I need that. So this just sets the direction. So this will no longer do any of this. Sets the direction. So the position position is going to be the position of this object, and then I'm going to make it so it fires from the edge. So that's going to be the start position. the direction will be based on my angle. I don't know how this will be yet. Let's just set something for now. We can do that later. So this will be add the actual direction based on the angle. So what changes here? The enemy prefab will now have bullets. Now have bullets. Good. And our center object no longer has a test sphere script, which is a dummy. But it's gonna have a much more complicated manager of bullets and enemies and all of that. Okay, Game Master, what are you gonna do? So you can have the enemies. You're gonna keep your own list of those enemies, the ones you generate. That's not how you do lists here. It was like that. Oh, I just had void for some reason. So these are the enemies. I'm just gonna create a new list. So when it starts, I want to create a new one. Okay, so this should create an enemy right away. We should not have any bullets. Oh no. I need to go here. Just add a prefab. Otherwise, it can't create anything. Okay, that's too far away, but we can fix that. Oh, I may have broken the player. I can't press left or right. How did I break the player? Oh, this is the wrong one. Okay. Wait. If I remove this one, put this one back, and this one is the player. It's so easy to make these mistakes in Unity. Okay, can move around again. I'm free. Okay, so now I'm gonna have the middle circle object. Now we need to decide what to do. I feel like I'm gonna need a state machine of sorts. Just trying to think of a way to keep this reasonably organized. Can you do enums? Okay. Next state could be that one. Maybe next transition time. What unit is this? Time in seconds. Yeah, I figured. So if my time is greater than the next transition time, M state is the next state. I should do that. I'm gonna need something to I probably need the start of the state as well. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, the idle state will do nothing, but I want to have it explicitly there in case I want to do something with it. And I'm gonna have a single pattern 1. So I don't need that. So we're gonna have different patterns depending on the number of enemies we have on the screen. I think that makes sense. So I'm guessing for this single pattern, we're just gonna have it something like rotate clockwise and fire every X milliseconds. And we'll see how that goes. So I can add this enemy to my list of enemies. So for now, so this will decide what's the next state. I don't think I need that. So if we were in an idle state, then we move to a single pattern state. We'll have one for now, so we'll keep it like that. And we're gonna make it do that for seconds for now. It doesn't matter too much. This is all gonna change. And the start time is gonna be now. Okay, so one thing I see as being useful is instead of setting the angle, just asking it to rotate. I think that's probably easier, and this can manage the angle itself. So let's say clockwise and then float for the speed, so we can make the speed change. We can change the speed. Sorry, try not to confuse myself as this gets more complicated. Do for each enemies dot for each. So this will make it rotate clockwise. And I'm gonna change the speed depending on where we are in the pattern. So we're gonna make it go slower in the beginning, and then faster, and then slower again. There was something like that. Yeah, so this interpolates. Okay. So our current stage in this state is something like this. Sorry, I'm trying to think ahead. I'm gonna make it stop if we're in the single pattern one for a second, and then it should restart. So this is idle again, and then it's gonna stop for a second and then continue. So now we have the progress. Interpolation value between these. How does this work? Does it assume that this goes from 0 to 1? I'm guessing it does. So this is 2 times progress. Okay, so that's the speed. Enemy dot rotate true speed. Okay. Okay, do I need this? I probably don't need this. this can probably just be a single variable. So I'm gonna start the angle at 0 for now. We're probably gonna need to change that. And that's gonna be our rotation speed. So what are we doing? This is probably more accurate. So our distance from the center is 2. I guess this is a lot of shared code with what the player does. Yeah, so this is 2. The angle is 0. And it's just gonna do something like this. With that. No self-rotation yet. So this is going to be 0, 0. That's going to be the angle. This is going to be the position. And the angle is going to be multiplied by, it's going to add delta time times the rotation speed. Okay. Oh, that's not what I want. It's greater than 360. We just remove 360. Okay. Let's see what this does. Probably doesn't do anything, but you never know. Just gonna add a tiny bit of log. Can you print things? Okay, let's see. Don't know if this will work. Okay, it's rotating very, very slowly, but rotating. So the state is single pattern 1. How long did I make it rotate for? Was it 10 seconds? might be too much. Oh, it's idle, and then it's back to that. Okay. So it worked much better than I expected. So this speed is obviously too small. Let's do something drastic. Okay. That's cool. That is quite cool. Get time is not allowed to be called from one of your constructor. Call it in awake or start. Okay, that's fine. I did not know that. So these two I should initialize in start. Yes, it just worked. I'm as surprised as anyone. I didn't expect it to work. I mean, I have full confidence in my abilities.